Shalom, everybody. This is Betty Erica, aka Lady Yehudith. Lady Yehudith. Lady Bet, daughter of the Most High, daughter of the Most High Ministries. And I am here to break down another video for you. And this video is called, Just as we entertain angels in disguise, we can also entertain demons in disguise. So if you watch one of my videos where I spoke about angels being given charge over you, that the Lord will give his angels charge over you, you will know that I have talked about my encounter with angels. And I will finish that story because I have more to talk about with my encounters with angels, okay? So just as the Lord allowed me to encounter angels, I have also had my encounter with demons, demonic spirits, and people of the serpent seed bloodline. Yes, I said it. Yes, I have encountered those heathen type of people. So, with that being said, I want to show you guys that the Bible that I read is the Sefer, which means the Lost Book of Scrolls. And in this Bible, in the table of contents, you will see that all of the names are there. And also Jubilees. You have Jubilees, Enoch, and Jasher, which is also there. And added in Maccabees and so forth. It goes on and on. It has so many things that are there that were missing in our regular Bible because of the colonizers and what they have done by taking the word and miscrewing the scriptures of the Lord of God, which it also says that in the Bible that they will do that, and they have done that. So people are blind and people say, oh, don't read that. Only read the 66 books. That's only truth. That's only truth. And you're shortchanging yourself to knowledge, and you don't know biblical prophecy for that very reason. So I had to show you guys that just so you know how I explain the book of Enoch. Chapter 3, page 324. Okay, there. Yeah. So, and the reason why I'm stressing on this is because this is part of my lesson. This is part of the lesson that I will be giving right now. Sorry, guys. I have to, I went over a lesson yesterday, and I did, so, yeah, how the Lord was talking to the watchers, and he told them that their seed will still be in this earth. So we do need to realize that those seed, that bloodline of those fallen angels, those watchers, they seed is still in this earth. Okay? So before I get into that, let me break down my personal story of fallen angels, okay? So first I want to read Hebrews. I'm going to start off this topic with Hebrews chapter 13, verse 2. You can look it up yourself. Hebrews chapter 13, verse 2. And it says, do not neglect to show hospitality to strangers, for by doing so, some people have entertained angels without knowing it. So some people have entertained angels unknowingly. In King James Version it says. Okay, so this is my story with entertaining this demonic demon. Okay. I was at a hookah lounge. Okay, I used to do hookah. Okay, still working on a lot of my habits. I'm not perfect. And as I was sitting there with a gentleman, I would say a brethren, who was very kind to me, very nice. I was talking to him about the videos that they were showing at the hookah bar, because those videos were demonic. It's a lot of rap music, a lot of them was like, Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B and a lot of these artists today and Travis Scott's and so forth. And the videos just look so demonic compared to when I was doing music. When I started off doing hip hop music, it's changed drastically after 2008. Yeah, after Barack Obama got in office. Those videos changed during that time. That was the new era, 2008. The videos got so demonic, okay? They start throwing up all in your face with the Egyptian signs. Everybody had a king chair, would sit on a king chair. But in these particular videos, it has depiction of they would do these serpent tongue. I know that this one video with Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B, and it's called WAP. I only took a glimpse of it for educational purposes, and I know that the tongue turns into like a serpent snake, split tongue, like a forked tongue, and then some of the other videos are depiction of hell and men falling in hell or been stuck on trees and all this stuff. So I was talking to gentlemen about this. I don't want to talk about them because that's not what this video is about, but it is to get my point across, okay? So as I was talking to the gentleman about this, and we were sitting there, and I was just talking about my epoch, the scattered 12 tribes, and how we're near prophecy being fulfilled, and how the awakening is happening, and so on and so forth. And he's like, yeah, I agree. And yeah, he had on his turban too. It was crazy, anyways. It's like he already knew the truth, and we were talking about certain things. So to make a long story short, I had just got through finished my hookah, and I did have a drink, and he had a drink also, and I said to him, we were just talking, we were done, okay? Next thing I know, this wicked person came and sat on the right side of me. Now this brother was on the left. This thing that came in, this demon in disguise came and sat right by me on my right, and he started talking to me. And he started talking to me about the entertainment business, because for some reason these spirits already know that I have had affiliation with the entertainment world, the entertainment business. I've been in movies, I've been in music, I've done it all, okay? So he sat right by me, and he started talking to me, and it was just weird. The conversation started off as him talking about Netflix, okay? And then he says, he gave me his card, and he says, I have some opportunities for you. I said, okay. I said, to be honest with you, I don't do entertainment anymore. Oh, but take the car, whatever. That's what he said, okay. Then he started telling me that he's from Nigeria. And I thought at first he was okay, but then my spirit just did not receive him very well. I had to really look in deep down into it, and I was thinking like, something is up with this guy. And so he was a black man. The other guy was a black man too, of course. The other guy, it was like caramel color. This guy was a brown skin color. And not that this matters, but I just want to paint the picture of the individuals that were around me, okay? So, and I said, this man, he couldn't be a Hebrew, because something is not particularly right about him. And if he is taking on a Hebrew, because he do look like a Hebrew, but like he's part of Yashel, the 12 tribes, but something is off, So, and he had his hair braided, okay? He had his hair, was it braids or dreads? I can't remember if it was, Mm. I think his hair was in dreads. Yeah, but they were his were shaved. He had it kind of shaved and trimmed on the sides, but his was kind of really really long, whatever. So he's really trying to depict, you know, a Hebrew. So and I'm not saying all Hebrews are like that. Yeah, no. The other gentleman had a short haircut. He had his hair cut clean, whatever. Now, then he started talking about how, oh, he gave me his card because he works behind the scenes of Netflix. This is what he says. So he goes, yeah, I work with Netflix. I work behind the scenes of Netflix. He's very proud of his job. Okay. And then suddenly, as we were doing the hookah, he starts, instead of blowing the hookah out, he turned towards me and he started blowing it towards me. And if anybody don't know, this is another form of witchcraft, when people put their stuff on you, when they kind of like promote their energy on you in different types of ways. This is one way that he's done it to me. He blew the smoke towards my face where I'm breathing this, okay? And then I'm just like, you know what? In my spirit, I'm like, it's time for me to go, because first of all, everybody's blowing their hookah out. Why is this man blowing it towards me? And then I just kept talking to the fellow to my left. And then he gets up. And this guy, he literally stands to the outside of the hookah place. And the door was open. So he stands outside, and he stands like with his hands crossed like this. And he starts looking at me like this, as if something that he's doing is not working. His powers is not working. I guess he was trying to make me feel faint or whatever. I don't know. I was still good. Nevertheless, I knew the Lord was telling me it's time for me to go. Okay? So he was standing there, and then my spirit just caught on immediately. Why would he stand there like that outside of the place? It just didn't make any sense to me. He didn't go to the bathroom. He didn't go get another drink. Why would he just stand there like that? Something is not right with this thing. So I didn't grasp on that he was a fallen angel right away. But I will tell you, his actions were very weird. I look at people's actions and how they operate around me, for the very reasons of the multiple supernatural things that I have encountered. So I tell the gentleman next to me, because he's getting ready to go on the left, and I whispered to him, I says, okay, as soon as you leave out, please, can I go with you? Because I parked outside too, and I just don't trust this fella on this side. He said, yeah, he is kind of weird, huh? And I say, yeah. So when you walk out, can I walk out with you? Because I was by myself, and I've had people follow me home. I've had people, crazy stuff have happened to me. So I said, I don't want to chance this. If I leave by myself, I don't know what this guy's up to, or if he got some minions around here or something. I don't know. So I get in my car, I drive home. When we go outside, I meet the gentleman out there. We start talking amongst each other before we got in the car. And he said, yeah, that guy is kind of weird, huh? I'm like, dude, it's kind of strange, I said, well, he did give me a Netflix card. He worked for Netflix, this and that. He said, yeah, something ain't right with him, He said, yeah, just call me. Let me know you made it home safe. So I got the guy's number, and I texted him. I made it home safe, but I was driving it. And it also, okay, during the time I was driving home, it was this truck following me. Now, when this stuff happens, I immediately turn the corner. I park my car. And I immediately turn a corner. I park my car, and I wait to these people, the trackers or whoever. I shut off my lights, and I wait till they go ahead and go about their business. So I did that because this was a mysterious truck following me. Okay. So as I went home, and I want to say this is the first time I ever had a strong demonic vision, because I don't have visions. I typically have dreams, or the Lord would show me in a dream, or he would just speak to me in my spirit when my eyes are open, and I'll just encounter all these things in my spirit now. This particular time, no joke, I actually laid down my head and I literally just closed my eyes for a bit, not even long. And guess what? His face flashed before my eyes. I literally just closed for that split second. His face flashed before my eyes, the demonic being, fellow Netflix. And then behind his regular face was a face of like the predator. And I'll show you exactly what I saw. It flashed right before my eyes, and this is what I saw, ladies and gentlemen. This is what I saw. Right before my eyes. Same eyes and everything. And it scared the living daylights out of me. Literally, my heart dropped. It scared the living daylights out of me. And I said, Lord, what was that? And then the Lord showed me. He said, that same guy that you were talking to was a demon in disguise. Yeah, you were entertaining a demon at the hookah lounge. And yes, he does work behind the scenes for Netflix. Now, Netflix is very close to Nephilim. And a lot of those beings are Nephilim. All of these shows are demonic. All of these networks are demonic. Everything is ran by these wicked spirits in high places. Hulu, Netflix, all of these networks. Hulu is talking about a lot of fallen angels, and as well as what do you call that? Artificial intelligence beings on Hulu. A lot of that on there, and as well as mermaids and sirens, which they are one and the same, sirens. And Netflix. So he is the demon of Netflix. This is what the Lord told me. He's one of the demons of Netflix. Yeah. This is what I saw. The predator. He looked just like that in person, but just imagine a black man in that shape form. And he had that same build. He was the predator. And look at that hair. Trying to mimic like a Samson or something with the dreads, and very demonic people. Let me see if you can see really good. Hold on. Yeah, demonic stuff. But this is what I saw. I saw him. That's what I saw. Okay, now that we're on the subject, let's go into all of the different demographics of these type of beings that are actually demons in disguise, or the seed of the serpent in disguise, okay, or the fallen angels in Nephilim in disguise. That is one of the Nephilim race in disguise, but he is like probably like I want to say a mid-high level of those Nephilim type of beings, because they're different levels. They have lower levels, just like they have lower levels of these so-called, they're all the same. Alien races is the fallen angels, the fallen demonic angels of the Nephilim bloodline or race or whatever you want to call it. It's just that you have more powerful ones and you have less powerful ones, okay? Now, Ephesians 6 verse 12 says, "For our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but for we do not wrestle against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of the world, against spiritual wickedness in high places." Ephesians 6 verse 12. Now, who are they talking about? That same type of being that I just showed you that's ruling that Netflix network Okay? Netflix network. Now, when I watch these movies, I watch it for educational purposes. But right now, I don't watch TV at all. I may watch them. A lot of prophetic word online. A lot of my pastors and prophetess and prophets. Other than that, only time I watch a movie is if the Lord put it in my spirit to do so, to watch for educational purposes and to break it down. Now, here's another seed of the serpent bloodline. Yeah, your beautiful queen that has just recently passed away, as they say. Now, look at these Freemason symbols. A lot of these pastors have this in their church. A lot of them. Look at this. Look at that. Very demonic. Very demonic. Very demonic. And look at even this lady looking at her like, oh, yeah, I know who you are. But look at that, though. Freemason symbols. These are seeds of the serpent bloodline. These are demonic seeds. Principalities, powers, and rulers in the dark places. Ephesians 6:13. Okay. Also check out John 3:12. 1 John 3:12. But before I read that, let me go back to the book of Enoch. Okay. Enoch chapter 7. And it happened after the sons of men had multiplied in those days that the daughters were born unto them, elegant and beautiful. Elegant and beautiful. And then, see, and when the watchers, the sons of heaven, beheld them, they became enamored of them, saying to each other, come, let us select ourselves from the women of the progeny of the men, and let us beget children. Let us beget children. So after the flood, they beget those children, those same children that they beget after the flood. Those children seed is still here. So it may not be those giants that have been flooded, but their offspring is still here. Because this is what the Lord says. It says, then the leader Shamyazo said to them, I fear that you may perhaps be indisposed to the performances of this enterprise, and that I alone shall suffer the grievous crime of a crime. But they answered him and said, we all swear and bind ourselves by mutual excretions that we will not charge our intention but execute our project undertaking. In other words, they said, we got your back. We're not going to let you do this alone. We're going to do it too. Okay? And they all swore on Mount Hermon and bind themselves. Now, I'm skipping through this because I already went over this with my message to Pastor Gino Jennings about the book of Enoch, that he needs to make a correction of that. Also, let me see. Oh, okay. Now, after the Lord told Raphael, Gabriel, and Michael the archangel to bind Azazel, this wicked, fallen demonic angel that slept with the daughters of men and created this offspring. If you go to Enoch chapter 10, verse 13, to Gabriel, the Lord also said, go to the bastards. The Lord don't play. Go to the bastards, to the reprobates, to the children of fornication, and destroy the children of fornication, the offspring of the watchers. from among men, bring them forth and execute them one against another. Let them perish by mutual slaughter. For length of days shall not be theirs. So in other words, the Lord said, those offsprings from the giants, aka the reprobates, the bastards of their children, the children of fornication, let them slaughter each other. And that's what they did. They fought against one another after was it the flood? Wait. Yeah, they fought against each other until they all died off. Okay. I want to go to the part where he said their seed will still be in the earth. Okay. They shall all entreat you, but their father shall not obtain their wishes respecting them, for they shall hope for eternal life, and they may live each of them 500 years. To Michael likewise, God, the Lord, the Most High, said, Go and announce his crime to Shamyazel and to the others who are with him, who have been associated with the women, that they might be polluted with all their impurity. And when all their sons shall be slain, when they shall see the perdition of their love, bind them for 70 generations underneath the earth. So the Lord even allowed them to watch their own children be slain of these flesh with the women. And then that's when he bound them. He bound them under the earth for 70 generations, even to the day of judgment and of consummation, unto the judgment, the effect of which will last forever, be completed. Then shall they be taken away into the lowest depths, into the fire and torments and confinement shall they be shut up forever. Immediately after this shall Shamyazel together with them burn and perish. They shall be bound unto the consummations of many generations. Destroy all the souls addicted to lusts and the offspring of the watchers, for they have tyrannized over mankind. Okay. Wait. Okay, hold on. Okay, so I'm going to go back to Enoch chapter 7, verse 10. So they took women, right here where it's highlighted. They took women, each choosing for himself whom they began approach, and with whom they cohabited, teaching them sorcery and contations, and dividing the roots trees. And the women conceiving brought forth Nephilim, and they bore them 3 races first. So 3 different races of Nephilim. That's what they said. First, the great Nephilim. The Nephilim brought forth Nephilim, and the Nephilim brought forth the Eliud. I have to look that up. And the existing, increasing in power according to their greatness, whose stature was 300 cubits. These devour all labor of men until it became impossible to feed them, when they turned themselves against men in order to devour them. Okay, so there was different levels. And I think the Eliud is more like alien, like the alien race of the fallen angels, the Nephilims. So there were different levels. They the fallen angel watchers that mixed and mingled with the women, they had their offspring, okay? That offspring had another offspring. That offspring's offspring had another offspring. And that offspring's offspring had another Nephilim offspring. So, yeah, those some of those offsprings are still in this earth to this day. For we do not wrestle against flesh and blood. Okay? I read this and now I can't even find it. It's such a shame because I'm trying to find out where I left off with the serpent seed. I mean, not the seed, serpent seed, but the seed still being in the earth. Okay, let me just go over 10 where the Lord read them their rights. Then the Most High, El Elyon, the great Holy One, spoke and sent our Arsalaural, the son of Lamech, saying, say to him, in my name counsel yourselves. Then explain to him the consummation which is about to take place. For all the earth shall perish. The waters of a deluge means to cover, shall come over the whole earth, and all things which are in it shall be destroyed. And now teach him how he may escape, and how his seed may remain in all the earth. Now, I think at the time he's talking to, when he say the son of Lamech, that's Noah. He's talking about Noah. And the Lord said to Raphael, the angel, the righteous angel, bind Azazel, the wicked angel, hand and foot, and cast him into darkness, and opening the desert which is in Dudal, cast him in there. Throw upon him hurled and pointed stones, cover him with darkness. There shall he remain forever. Cover his face that he may not see the light. And the great day of judgment let him be cast into fire. Restore the earth which the angels have corrupted, and announce life to it, that I may receive it. And the sons of men shall not perish in consequence of every secret by which the watchers have destroyed, and which they have taught their offspring. All the earth has been corrupted by the effects of the teachings of Azazel. To him, therefore, ascribe the whole crime. To Gabriel also the Lord said, go, to the bastards. I read that. I read that. Okay. Sorry guys, I have to go back because I really wanted to find this one. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna skip to I have to go back. I just wanted to lay the groundwork of, um, okay, I just want to lay the groundwork. I don't want this to be a long video. I may do a part 2 to this. I'm going to have to probably do a part 2. Because then it talks about how they reached out, the fallen angels the watchers reached out to Enoch to intercede for him, because Enoch was a scribe himself. He was a priest. He was a scribe himself, and they begged him, talk to the Lord for us on our behalf, ask him for our forgiveness. And then, to make a long story short, the Lord sent Enoch back to them, and the Lord told Enoch, you tell them they were supposed to intercede for you, not you for them, because you're mankind. They already know me. They know my dwelling. They know everything about. They're supposed to intercede you, so their petition is denied. And what's going to happen is their kids and their offsprings will destroy each other, but some of their seeds will still be in the earth. This is what the Lord has said. So I will continue to read, and once I find that, I'll come back and do another part 2. So that's my story of this fallen angel that I saw. Oh, let me read before I close this out. Let me read 1 John. 1 John, come on. Okay, 17, 69. Oh, guys, I'm sorry for all the pause. I got to go back and read it again. So much detail in the book of Enoch, as well as Ezra. Yeah. 1 John, come on. John is always before Revelation, because he is John the Revelator, right? Okay, so let's see. Wait, 1 John I'm looking for, not. Oh yeah, well, I guess 1 John would be John, right? Okay, I'm talking about 1 John 3, verse 12. Chapter 3, verse 12, guys. Okay, so it says, not as Cain, who was of the wicked one, and slew his brother. And wherefore slew him? Because his own works were evil, and his brother's righteousness. So he were of the wicked one. He didn't say he had wicked in his heart. Cain was of the wicked one. He was of Satan. He had the bloodline of Satan, and he slew his brother. Okay, so yeah, that's a different set of offspring from the serpent seed, from Satan's seed. The other set of offspring is from these watchers, these fallen angels that have corrupted the earth, and their Nephilim bloodline is still here from even after the flood. Their offsprings are still here. So Genesis 14, verse 16, because we wrestle not against flesh and blood, right? So Genesis 3, 14 through 15, actually. Chapter 3. Chapter 3, 14 through 15. Okay. Now, the serpent, right here, you guys can see it for yourself. Everybody should know Genesis Okay. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast. I mean, he was very wise of the field, which Yah Elohim had made. And he said unto the woman, Yea, has Elohim said, you shall not eat of every tree of the garden? And the woman said unto the serpent, we may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden, yes, but of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, Elohim has said, ye shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch it, lest ye die. And the serpent said unto the woman, ye shall not surely die. Lies. For Elohim knows that in the day you eat thereof, your eyes shall be open, and ye shall be as Elohim, knowing good and evil. Okay? And you guys, let's see, verse 14. Oh, and Elohim said unto the serpent, because you have done this, you are cursed above all cattle, above every beast of the field. Upon your belly shall you go, and the dust shall you eat in the days of your life. And I will put enmity between you and the woman, and between your seed and her seed. It shall bruise your head, and you shall bruise her heel. So anytime the Lord says seed, it is seed. It is, whether it be sperm, okay? It is seed, plain and simple. So whatever happened in that garden, something deeply happened which opened up also the knowledge of good and evil, okay? And just as trees, in order to produce trees, you need seeds. In order to produce plants, you need seeds. In order to produce mankind, you need a seed. You need sperm. And you need the woman's seed, her egg, to hatch that. So with that being said, the Bible's very clear. This is the daughter of the Most High, Lady Yehudith, Lady Bet, aka Betty Erica, aka Lady Smooth, signing off. Shalom.